Hi there. Just checking in. It's been a few days. So, actually, it's been a couple of weeks since I checked in. So, I wanted to just post something with a few thoughts that I've had and a little bit of an update on where I'm at. So, I hope everyone is well and that you're getting into the month of February. Can't believe January is all over. And that you are still sticking to some of your New Year's resolutions that you made, at least. That's a hard thing to do. So, one of the reasons that I wanted to do a little bit of an update is because, as you know, we talked about last time, I kind of make changes little by little as I go because I'm not one that can jump straight into things 100% and be able to stick with it. So, as you know from my other posts, I've been working on the keto diet. I lost around 40 pounds last year following that, and have been pretty successful with feeling better, less pain, just a whole lot of issues, less reflux, and some issues like that. So, over the holidays, I had made up my mind that I was not going to let the holidays bite me, and I would stick to the plan and not gain weight. And I did relatively well until it seemed like New Year's. Then I kind of went back to the see all, eat all, do all diet. The one true diet that is sustainable is the one that makes you gain weight. So, had a little bit of issues there. And then in January, toward the end of January, I ended up we went out to eat at a Japanese soup place, one of the national chains, and thought I made some really good choices. Had the veggies and some meat, but obviously really struggled with whatever the broth or sauce or something was, because I immediately had a lot of issues with swelling and packed on a bunch of water weight. And then we had our granddaughter's birthday party, and I just kind of let everything all go and ate what I wanted to eat. Thank you very much. So I started realizing that was, once again, not the way that I should do, obviously. But I packed on about 8 pounds actually from all of that, little by little. So I started getting in and taking a look at my different resources on YouTube, because it seemed like no matter what I did, I kind of just got stuck there. And one of the things that I have noticed with my own body is that when I end up doing the same thing over and over again, sometimes I do well for a while and then I get stuck and I don't have any progress for a while. And so I started researching that, looking at what some of the resources say about that type of thing. And lo and behold, I'm not the only one. Apparently there's research that actually shows that your body adapts and gets really used to whatever changes you've made, and says, okay, well then if this is what we're going to do, then we're going to tighten things up and going to keep you from starving to death. And this is where you'll stay. So I've shared with you different websites that I like to watch, or different YouTube channels that I subscribe to. And in those, I started seeing information from a gal by the name of Dr. Mimi Pelz, Pelz. And she has some great resources for women in particular. And so I started looking into it, following a lot of her information, and decided to try some of the stuff that she talked about. So one of the things that she reports a lot on and discusses is different types of fasting that go along with the keto diet, not instead of the keto diet, but along with it. And in particular, looking at what women need. I have reached the age where I am menopausal, and so there are a little bit different dietary needs from maybe some other stages in my life. But come to find out, women at this stage still need to have rotate through a type of diet that keeps progesterone levels up a little bit higher, so that your estrogen levels don't go too high. And so one of the things that I tried this week is a recommendation that she made for something that's called fast mimicking. And there is a lot of science on it. If you Google it, if you take a look on YouTube, you will find all kinds of information about it. And basically what it was taking 5 days I did very low protein, no animal protein for this 5 days. And with veggies, I did the intermittent type of fasting where I went at least 16 hours without eating any actual food. I also switched things up. I love to have my coffee in the morning. And instead, I started out with a mix of green tea and black tea in the morning, and then did coffee a little bit later in the day, and then ate lunch and ate dinner. And it was with things like a salad and some roasted veggies, or a salad and a veggie soup, that type of thing. And then threw in a couple of sweet potatoes, which actually help with the progesterone levels throughout the week. I really kept an eye on my glucose and my ketones, checking the blood levels of those, and found that it did not throw me out of ketosis, because I think of going the long amount of time before eating any actual food throughout the day. And interestingly, I lost that 8 pounds within this last week. So obviously it was a lot of water weight, and I got that off. So feeling pretty good with it. And I'm continuing to look at more of the information that she has about this way of eating. And we'll probably cycle different types of fasting in. I continue to go 13 to 15 hours a day of where I'm not eating food from the time I eat in the evening until I actually eat food in the morning, setting that as a goal to do pretty much every day. And we'll see how it goes. I'll keep on reporting, and I'll check back in with you. But in the meantime, if you have any interest in this, want to learn about more information, as I said, go into YouTube. Her name is Dr. Mimi, M-I-M-I, Pelz, P-E-L-Z. She also has some Facebook websites, a closed group called Resetters. There's a lot of information if you are interested in more. She has links on her YouTube to be able to email her, and she will send you the different diet information, or you can get in and take a look. She'll also let you into the Facebook group so that you can see what it's all about. So working for me. Don't know if anybody else has any interest in it, but thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.